Merry meet and welcome to Jupiter's Radiance. I'm Taylor and today we're going to be talking about a spread that really helps us see exactly where we are at in regards to our goals and really why we started towards them in the first place, and just give us a little bit more insight on this journey that we're on. With that, let's go ahead and get started. So I call this the climbing a mountain spread. That's why it hopefully looks a little bit like a mountain that peters out. And essentially what it is for is, especially during the end of this month, it's really about kind of a check-in about like where we were, what we've learned, and where we're going, and really how to alchemize the habits or lessons that we are engaging with. And so this doesn't have to just be done during like at the end of January. It can be done really at the end of any month, as well as anytime that you're really trying to maybe go on a new venture. So we're towards the end, so we're focused. So this is where most of our advice is going to be. But if you're thinking about doing a new venture, then you would want to pay attention to all, I mean, we want to pay attention to all of it, of course, but you can use this for at a beginning as well. It just means that these ones are going to tell you a little bit more about your next steps versus these ones. The other thing that this really helps us is with internal change, because we're really talking about alchemizing, where we are taking two things that we know and bringing them into true compromise and being able to see exactly how they blend into each other. And that's the key to alchemy, is that it is actually blending two things together to where you have something new all together. So let's go ahead and talk about what each of these positions mean. First, we have where you started. This is going to be about like why you started to climb this mountain. And then we have what you learned or what you're going to be learning. Now this is going to be about the fallout or the unexpected. So it doesn't necessarily have to be something bad, but it's going to be something that really just kind of like shocks you, essentially. And then this is going to be actually how to alchemize. And this final card is a little bit more optional. I like it because it provides quite literally a little bit of stability, because it's going to help you know exactly what stable ground looks like again, now that you're off of that mountain, now that you've learned the lesson. So it's not just like, oh, here's how to alchemize it. It's also like, this is a little bit how you're going to be living it. Let's go ahead and get started with our collective reading. And so our first one in regards to like where you started. So we have sanctuary. Embrace the need for solitude. Your inner sanctuary calls you. Renew yourself and thrive. So this is letting us know that at the beginning of this journey, more like at the beginning of this month, we were very much looking to kind of but to recognize that we have our own personal comfort zone, and really seeing that we were in a space to be able to feel comfortable moving forward and taking on a new venture. And so with that, here is about why we decided to even climb the mountain. So it is for discernment. See the truth of the situation. Use common sense and do not be fooled. Pay attention. Your intuition knows. So that makes a lot of sense, right? When we're in sanctuary and next we're wishing for a little bit clarity, we're feeling comfortable being able to step out of that comfort zone a little bit more. And so with discernment, it's also during the winter a great time for us to be able to see through any illusions that are not serving us anymore, so that we can really let those go. Now for the lesson with this, we have humor. Laugh at yourself, lighten your heart, let nothing steal your happiness. So a lot of times when we start in sanctuary, we are in a space where we don't want to leave it, where we are like, okay, I know exactly how I feel right here, and I don't really want to step out of that. But we do still need to engage with the outside world, so how exactly can we do that? And our lesson here is that we can do it through humor. We can do it through having a little bit more fun, bringing a little bit more lightheartedness to the way that we engage with ourselves and the world. Now, this is going to be about the fallout or the unexpected. We have destiny. Acknowledge your mission, align with your purpose. You have gifts to share with the world. So something that may have been shocking during this journey is how much humor has really supported you along the actual path in your goals. And so you may have felt like you were really just having fun, not putting as much effort and energy into your goals, but really this is letting you know that you needed this humor in order to be able to move forward with what is important to you. This is essentially a soul mission. Okay, how to alchemize these things. So we have anticipation. Something wonderful is happening, changes in the air, open yourself to blessings on their way. So this really is a journey about opening ourselves up to lightness so that we are not so afraid of the heaviness that comes up into our life. And so to alchemize it is just allowing yourself to be a little bit hopeful as you anticipate and become excited about the future rather than despair over it. And then finally, what does stable ground look like? And so we have reconciliation. Remember the source of love. A loving action is all you need to begin the process. Reach out with a simple first step. So the stable ground, after we've done this, you're feeling a lot more lighthearted. For reconciliation, this is going to look different for the different kinds of people who are going to come across this video. It could literally mean reconciling with a loved one. It could mean reconciling with yourself. It also could just mean reconciling with faith. And then finally, with just your goals. So there may have been some things where you're like really down and hard on yourself or critical about, and this is letting you know that as you alchemize this energy, bring that lightheartedness into those goals that you're wanting to accomplish, you're able to just kind of take some simple steps and allow yourself to regroup, essentially, to restart. So I really love this. I think this is great for at the end of this month when a lot of times we're still like not working as well with the energies between the natural world and the human world, I guess we'll say, because we're still in that like planning phase, that phase where we want to take things a little bit easier, but it is getting brighter and warmer out, and so we are starting to feel our own energy wake up, and this is the perfect way to kind of just ease into that. So with that, I will definitely see you guys next week. Be sure to like and subscribe for more weekly spreads to support you in your own journey in life. Feel free to comment below anything else that maybe you read within this. Let us know maybe what you're reconciling with. I'm also always here to just be support to you. So if there's anything that is like troubling you, please feel free to let us know. Share your journey, your experiences. I would love to support you, and I'm sure everyone else here would as well. Last and certainly not least, if you want more personalized soul coaching or healing, please feel free to reach out to us through our website, as well as follow along our weekly blog for more emotional exploration. With that, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.